Hello and welcome to today's NinjaTrader ecosystem event, Auto Trading with Easy Trader and TrendX Rangefinder option. My name is Chris and I'm a platform representative at NinjaTrader. Before we start the webinar, I have a few housekeeping notes. This webinar is presented by NinjaTrader LLC, which is the technology company responsible for developing and supporting the NinjaTrader trading software. Brokerage-related questions should be directed to NinjaTrader brokerage using the phone number or email on the screen. Lastly, if you are new to NinjaTrader, please make sure you sign up for a free NinjaTrader account, which includes access to 14 days of complimentary real-time market data. Our platform is always free for advanced charting, strategy backtesting, and trade simulation. You could create your free account by following the link on the screen and then clicking the Get Started button under Welcome section. Before I turn the mic over to Mike and John, it is important to understand that futures, foreign currency, and options trading contain substantial risk and is not suitable for every investor. It is possible to lose all or more than the initial investment. Risk capital is money that can be lost without jeopardizing one's financial security or lifestyle. Only risk capital should be used for trading, and only those with sufficient risk capital should consider trading. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. And also, please remember that these training sessions are not a solicitation nor a recommendation, but simply an educational in nature. And thanks again for joining us today. Without further ado, it is my pleasure to welcome to the NinjaTrader webinar room, Mike and John.
Well, first of all, thank you, Chris and NinjaTrader. We really appreciate the opportunity to present here, and we thank everybody for coming. Before we do get started, while I am going through my presentation, John will be answering any questions that you type in, and you can see him in there. John is also a panelist, and he will answer questions as we go along. So feel free to ask away as I'm talking even. So again, let's get started. And here we go. Okay, this is our disclosure. All trading does involve risk, and our complete disclosure statement is on our website. And this presentation is for educational purposes only. Who we are, my name is Mike Green. I've been doing this for well over 30 years now, and the owner and the developer of the NinjaTrader trading software. When somebody joins our group, I do all of the installations myself and install our software on your computers for you, just to make sure everything is installed properly. I handle most technical issues and teach twice a month in our Insider Club meetings. All of our owners, we get together twice a month for training sessions on the first and third Fridays of every month. John's been with me for a long time too. In fact, he and I were the ones that put our heads together back in early 2000, I guess it was, when we developed the Easy Trader, and it's worked ever since. So that's who we are. We're not a huge company, and we're traders first and developers second. As a starting point, this is what we believe that people should consider to be able to trade effectively. You need to know where the Fibonacci power zone levels are for support and resistance. One-to-one Fibonacci extensions work very similarly to power zones, but they're calculated dynamically. Automation is key in fast-moving markets. It's always easy to look back at a chart and say, I would have, could have done it. But if it's moving faster, you get distracted, you miss trades. So automation is critical in trading fast-moving markets like the E-mini. It's important to have a daily goal. We call it a business plan. And it has to be something you should be able to do every day. And it doesn't have to be a lot to start accumulating capital into your account. Simply, if you have a daily goal of, let's say, 10 ticks per contract, and you're trading the E-mini, and your goal is to do it every day, you trade from anywhere from 3 to 5 contracts, and you'll make $600 to $1,000 a day just doing the 10 ticks. Once you reach it, you quit. Most traders can't do that. And that's why most traders aren't successful, because they don't have a business plan, or if they do, they don't follow it very well. Next, it's important to know the areas and when to trade. You need to know when to stand aside due to choppy conditions, and we have tools that can help determine that, and you'll see those. You need to know when to pull the trigger to get into a trade. And lastly, keep it simple. You don't need 8 monitors to trade. Fact is, the more monitors you have, the less likely you are to be successful, frankly. We like to keep it simple, a single trading workspace that you learn, and it can be used in all markets, and you'll see that. So what it comes down to is areas, triggers, and plan, and most importantly, automation. This is the foundation of our system. It's called the Easy Trader Signal, and inside of that tool, there are 6 very proprietary algorithms that work together to determine when the color of the bar should be green, white, or red. This is a buy signal on the first green bar, and it can plots an arrow, and you'll see why that arrow is important later. And you can have control of what color you want that arrow to be. I typically have them both set at yellow, so there's a yellow down and a yellow up. Here's a short trade. Here's a long trade, a long trade. And here again, you don't need to have big targets. I mean, if you just go for 4 to 6 ticks per trade, it's very, very high percentage is all I can tell you. And that's the key. So next thing is, this is what our workspace looks like. And I've put a lot of labels on it, so it looks busy, but when you take off the labels, it's not so busy, and you'll see this real time. But you'll notice on this worksheet, this is the worksheet you learn. And this is the trading worksheet that you'll learn, and it applies to all things. We have on it 5 auto execution systems. We have our Easy Trader system, and we have our Easy Trader system with no filter. We have a rangefinder TrendX system, a TrendX system, and a white dot signal system. We teach you how to use those, and you can turn those on or off as needed. The filter that is being used is the trend. And the trend is, and you can see how the background colors is either red or green. And if it's red, the trend is down. If it's green, the trend is up. And the trend is determined by our action oscillator, which is this line right here, and to determine trend. And you'll notice on this chart, we have our Easy Trader signals here. And you see the Danton stops are these green dots, okay, and red dots. And these are the power fib levels right here. This line across here, down here, those are power Fibonacci extensions. You have on here your major Fibonacci extension cyan dots right here. And the minor ones are right here. See these little pink ones here? And frequently you can see how that goes right down to it and bounces right off of it. So you also have what plots on here automatically from a longer term chart outlook is that it keeps track of the daily high and low, 50% retracement level, and opening gap area, so you can clearly see where it is. But all of this information is all right here at your fingertips, and it's completely automated. The important thing to know is that you should have a plan, and the plan always comes down to knowing when to trade. You have to take a look and know what news is coming out, and we typically like to stand aside at the market open, assuming that you're in Eastern time, stand aside for maybe 10 minutes after the open. And on most days, we're at goal before 10 o'clock, which is really, really nice. And and most of the action on reliable action on these indexes typically is from the open to around 10:30 or 11 o'clock, and then things start to slow down. And then we'll pick up again around 3 o'clock and as people are winding down positions. So that's pretty much what you'll see here. And this is all self-explanatory. And we teach you how to use this and how to use it with these 5 auto execution systems. The system also gives you real-time messages, which is auto monitoring of the markets. And where this can be very helpful is in avoiding chop, and I'll show you that. But it can give you any one of these warnings, okay? And when the thing is showing warnings, wait for direction and that kind of stuff, you know, it just kind of gives you a hint to what to wait for and as to what you can expect to see happen. Key again is you only need to learn one screen. Okay, the foundation of the ordering system is the RangePlus order management system, and it is quite robust. You have the capability to control several entry and exit features quite easily. You can identify the long signal object, and it can be any kind of an object. It doesn't have to be an arrow. You identify the color. You can establish how you want to go into the market. You can go in a market, or you can go in on a limit. You can set those limits. You can have exit signals. You can have filter conditions. There's many things that you can set, and it's quite easy to do. And I'll show you one thing when I get to the real charts. I'll give you a visual demonstration to show you just how easy it is. So what do you get with our system? Well, you get all of our bi-monthly Insider Club training for owners. You get all the RangePlus auto traders. You get true global variables now, which are available. I don't know if anybody else has got that. You get our Insider Club templates. You get all of the RangePlus indicators, which are over 60 indicators as we speak right now, so that you can build your own custom workspaces. So this is our space on our website for the virtual demo area, and I'm going to show you this where it is on the website soon. But you can watch our product run full time from our website, and it's real time, runs 24/5, and it has the e-mini running, and I'll show you where that is and how to get into it. But it is unmoderated. Let's go look at some live charts, and before we do that, let's go to the website. And here's the website right here, and under software, you see where it says live virtual demo. You just click on that, and you click there to register for the virtual demo. Just put in the information, and then once it gets in less than 10 seconds, you'll get a code back in your email. Also on here, we have an explanation of our trading workspace, the one I just showed you in the PowerPoint. So you can look at it from our website too, as I just did right there. So you can have it at your fingertips. As you see stuff on the screen, you'll know what it is. So that's how you get in there. And so that's being said, let's go to real charts. I'm going to go through a series, through a couple charts here, just showing you some of the tools before I get into the trading chart. And once I get into the trading chart, we'll go through and show what the action was today, so you get some sort of an idea. One of our base indicators is our Zone Trader 2, and it does a lot of things. It actually was our first product 20 years ago, and but what it does is that we plot our power fibs here, and it calculates the extensions. It plots the big triggers and the small triggers if you want them, and it plots what we call our balance lines, and it keeps track of your XABCs for you. It's all automatic. It's important to know trend direction. you'll notice here's the action oscillator. This is what determines the trend. You also here is the messaging system that you see down here right now. It's an uptrend. So you're looking for long trades. Really, really easy. Automation, I'll just show you real quick on how easy this is. You can see that this bar is green here and red here, green there. I don't have a filter on this, so I'm not going to add the filter, but I'll just show you just how easy it is to set up and how quick it is to do this. All you would have to do is to go into the indicators and go into the indicator store and go down here to the RangePlus 2000 and add that in there. And then what you're going to wind up doing is go here and say arrow up, arrow down, and you want it to be yellow. And so you change this to yellow like this, and change this to 5,000. So this is what the maximum loss or gain. The way I like to do this is show the. I don't want to show the panel. I do want to show the trigger information, and I'm going to leave this at market. So what this will do, and I've just set this up now, and if I do apply, it will calculate. And what will happen now is you can see up here, it says RangePlus 2021, and you can see where these arrows are now. Now, if I were to turn this on, and let's go over to ChartTrader, and let's just pick that one, and I click there to add the ATM strategy, and you click there for the account. And if I wanted to trade that automatically, I just go here and I just put it on auto mode and click long and short. And what that will do now is that will trade automatically these trades. With the filter on it, it will only take long trades when it's up and only short trades when it's down. And right now, I have no filter on this for the demonstration purposes, but it was just to show you how quick and easy it is to to add a strategy. It's just remarkable, and it works very, very well. For discretionary trading, we have two tools that are important. One we call our Easy Trader Buddy. The other we call the Exit Reentry tool. These are for people that want to trade on a discretionary basis and have a method for when to pull the trigger when it's on a particular setup that they like. It will also plot the arrows. The TrendX Velocity is a very important tool because this is, we have two little systems, one called the TrendX and the other, the TrendX Rangefinder, and I'll show you what those trades are. But it's a very effective tool. Then we have a big picture screen. This is one of our supplemental charts that is in the background, and this information gets transferred over to your trading chart automatically. Okay, let's take a look here. Okay, well, here's the trading screen. I'll point out right here, this trade right here, see where it draws this vertical line? That's the Rangefinder TrendX system. And what that's looking for is looking to get extended up to the X. You get these little red dots, and you want the TrendX to be in the overbought area. And then when those conditions happen, you get a TrendX system. And this is set up to execute a trade on the vertical bar. So it would have gone short right there. This trade here was a long trade. There's a long trade right there. Here's a long trade that did not work. Here's a short trade. Okay. Short trade. Short trade. Short trade. These are, and I'm just going to go back and show you. This is today's activity. And okay, here's the open here this morning. And okay, so now it's after 9:40. See down here, first trade was right there. Okay, the second trade was right there, and that pretty much puts you at goal. Okay, this trade here would not have executed because the background color is red. These would not execute, okay, because the background color is green. the next trade is right there. So there's the third trade right there, if you had to wait that long. Okay, and so they all worked well. And you can see just how simple it is. I'll point out with the TrendX trade, the TrendX trade is simply looking for it to get into the oversold area down here or the overbought area up here, and for the background color to agree with the direction. So if you have a TrendX system up here, and what you're looking for is for this to get up here and for the background color to be red to take a trade. So there's no trade there. Let's just find a TrendX trade. Okay. Okay. Yeah, here's the TrendX trade right here. See right there? It's right there at the top, and it turned up, and that's a TrendX trade. Okay. And you'll get 3 or 4 of those a day, and you'll get maybe 1 or 2 of these a day. And the Easy Trader system, you'll get several of those. But again, it's important to have a plan. And once you reach your goal, you should quit trading. Okay. John, have I missed anything?
I don't think so, Mike. I've just answered a couple of questions.
Okay. I do want to point out that the key to this is trying to keep it simple, not having this looks like a very simple chart, but there's a lot of powerful algorithms that are driving the signals, and if you had to put all the indicators up and see them and determine what they mean, by the time you did that, trade be over. That's why the Easy Trader is so good. Okay. If there's no more questions, I can go back to the PowerPoint. This is important. I see this last statement here. You should not just turn on a day trading system and walk away from it. This is not a trend system. It's a day trade system. You need to monitor your trades. If you want trend systems, they're out there. And there's probably some good ones out there, but they require a lot more equity, and your stops are a lot bigger. Okay. The link for the website is DimensionTrader.com. It's right up here, DimensionTrader.com. Right there, it is. That's me right there. And so the link is DimensionTrader.com. Take that. Copy that. Oops. Copy that. And let's put it over here into the message system. Yeah. There you go. Okay. And so that takes care of that. I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint. And what we're going to do now is go back to where we were. And let's go here. Everybody wants to know the price. Well, there it is. It's $4,695, and it includes the Markers Plus package. The Order Plus package, the Markers Plus package normally sells for $945. That's what it costs when you buy it from Markers Plus. But when you buy our product, we include it for free. Okay. Okay, next thing. I'll talk about the bars in a minute. For the purposes of for your attendance here today, we're offering a $500 discount for orders received no later than the 8th of April, and it does include the Markers Plus package, which is a $945 value. If you already own Markers Plus, we'll knock off another $300 for you. Okay. So that's being said, this deal is available until the 8th of April. So you have time to look at the product real time, and I've shown you where to do that. And lastly, going back again to workspace. These Renko bars that you're talking about, these are not Renko bars. There are Next Bar Pro bars. Okay, they're a combination of volume and pricing. Yes, they can move fast because they're dependent upon price and volatility. And the market's slow, they'll form slow. When the market's fast, they'll form fast. That's the reason automation is so critical. Okay, and there you go, John. Yeah, there you go. So the key, the key is automation. Okay, any other questions? Okay. Okay, if there's no further questions, Chris, I told you I'd be done within a half an hour, and it looks like I've been able to do that. And I do want to encourage people to attend our website and go to the live virtual demo and watch it run real time. Okay, we have explained the rules, and I also have explained where you can get an explanation of our trading workspaces. So, okay, thanks everybody for attending. Chris, back to you.
All right. Thanks again, Mike and John, for taking the time to share with us today. And if you enjoyed today's session, we'll hope you join us for future webinars. Follow us on social media for alerts about upcoming events and other NinjaTrader ecosystem news. We would like to remind you that the information provided in this was that of Dimension Trader and not of NinjaTrader. All information was for educational purposes and should not be construed as trading advice. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we hope to see you in future webinars. Happy trading from all of us at NinjaTrader Ecosystem.